You right. Too many radio stations, you need just one. But you want to impress us. Drops Radio. Yeah, who you got for your radio? You are to people make my radio from the Atlanta to the Caveman, internet gaming out the East and the West, both love what you're saying. And if you got different days, it's like I'm a friend who's saying, love what you play. Beat Drops Radio, Beat Drops Radio. You are tuned into the Bianca Burrow Show on the Beat Radio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, fresh up off of a vacation. What's going on, Antonio?
What's happening? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was working the whole time, but I guess that's a good thing.
Well, if you ain't working, then you ain't really.
Man, it's been a while. I feel like, I got to kind of get settled back into the seat again.
You just a little jittery.
Yeah. Man, whatever. We got a lot of stuff we'll be talking about, though.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we do. We got, what? Maya Angelou. We got
Maya
a couple
Angelou.
excerpts from Maya Angelou's funeral.
Yeah, Maya Angelou's funeral. I don't know, did you get a chance to watch it?
No, I didn't get a chance.
They did archive it. It was streamed live. I'm loving the technology that we have right now, where we're able to stream things online and have it archived so that people, because not everybody can watch stuff right when it happens.
I'm a little indifferent, but
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
I feel you.
That's how I was watching TV before. I mean, because I was so busy doing other stuff, I didn't have the opportunity to kind of watch it live, so I wanted to be able to watch, stuff on demand. So I commend them on that. They let me know I need to upgrade my cameras. I'm gonna do that. Just saying, but we'll be doing that. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was watching that as well and getting caught up on Candy Burruss and Mama Joyce. Good Lord.
See, that's the other thing.
Mama Joyce.
My manhood won't allow me to watch that.
It just don't make no sense. And also, I'm going to give ways to turn challenges into opportunities.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me know before you let them know. Just saying, I want an advantage.
I like that real-time reaction.
That real-time reaction?
Yeah, I like that real-time reaction.
Ah, man.
We got an event coming up, and I'm excited about it. June the 21st is Big Lab's comedy series, and it's featuring MC Lightfoot, Kiana Dancy, Rock Minga, also Katie Miles of the Rude Boys and Point Blank Band, And over the act is going to be Vincent Clark. So I'm excited. It's going to be hot to death. It's $20. And then they have some service fees, when you do stuff for Ticketmaster or Access Ticket, but $20, you can't beat it at the Gwinnett Performing Arts Center, 8 p.m. is what is going on. So if you're in and around the Atlanta area, make sure you get your ticket today. Tickets are selling right now.
Yeah, they're selling fast too.
Yeah,
I had a couple tickets to sell and they're all gone now. So I'm just saying, y'all can't get them from me on the low no more. Y'all should have came early.
Make sure y'all stay tuned and we'll tell you how you can win tickets and what you need to do to win those tickets. And we've got some others that we're going to be talking about. So keep it up right here on the Bianca Burrow Show. We'll be back after this. Good job.
The Web Zone, Stone Mountain's premier state-of-the-art technology center, invites you to listen to today's hit music, enjoy refreshments, network, and plug into the World Wide Web in our relaxing atmosphere. Located in Northeast Atlanta, the Web Zone Cyber Cafe offers a convenient and enjoyable location to check your email, surf the internet, print, scan, fax documents, and make copies, all in one location. Visitors can connect to the internet using our high-speed computers and receive online assistance at no additional charge. Our 1,500 square feet cyber cafe is staffed with highly qualified and knowledgeable trainers. Ask about our mobile training for seniors program. We deliver up to 8 internet-ready computers to your community center and train seniors to effectively use safely surf the internet. Visit us online at www.thewebzoneatl.com or call 770-465-4000 for more information and rates. The Web Zone. Get away and get online.
Welcome back to the Bianca Burrell Show on TheBeatDropsRadio.com, where we play the top 40 pop and R&B for your listening pleasures. Just in case you want to call in, the number is 404-826-9223. And just in case you can't excuse me, y'all. Just in case you can't get a hold of that computer or that smartphone or even the TuneIn app, you can always just call in and listen in to us. And that number is 401-347-0418. I am your man's Antonio Wolf right here, and right in front of me is the beautiful Bianca Burrell. Say hi.
I really get you everywhere.
I hope so. You brought that out, baby.
No, you don't.
Oh. I want to let you guys know there's this hot new joint out there. There's a hot new spot out there. It's called Dynamic Cuts, where they're specializing in men's and women's haircuts, facials, colors, razors, and eyebrows. It's right in Stone Mountain. That address is 4112 Redan Road. So just in case you guys need a little touch-up, a little something quick, something professional, something right, hit Dynamic Cuts.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
I want to say a little something else, too.
Uh-oh. You feeling something?
I'm feeling something.
All right, well, what you doing?
Y'all need to go ahead and get y'all laugh on at the Big Laughs comedy series. It's happening Saturday, June 21st at 8 p.m. Tickets are $20. $20. And that's just the price y'all gonna have to pay. Don't come at me with the hookups and everything like that. I tried to hook y'all up early, but now y'all want to wait. It's fine. It is what it is. You pay the price. Come in, get your laugh on. We got MC Lightfoot, hosted by Kiana Dance and Rod Meager, and we got special guest opening artist Benson Clark. Also, what's the name? Kenny Miles in the Point Blank Plan?
Man, Kenny Miles. I'm gonna tell you, Kenny Miles, fantastic performer. He has toured to Tokyo. That's how you put everything together. Tokyo, Japan, for like a year. On his solo project, My Rhythm, My Blues.
Sounds like a nice sandwich.
He's also performed with Christina Aguilera, The Roots, Yolanda Adams. He appeared in the film Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. He has a lot of accolades. And his vocals are just off the chain. So, and of course, he was with the Rude Boys. He still is. But right now he has the Point Blank Band, and they've been killing it around all of the beauties parts. Some of you guys may have seen them perform recently at Bar 1, which is Peter's spot, Cynthia Bailey, Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, he's doing his thing. And you guys, this is a different type. What it is, it's a different type of show that where you have the comedy along with the live entertainment, but not just any old live entertainment. Somebody's going to give you a show. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what this is going to be. So, just in case y'all forgot how to be entertained, we're going to remind you that night. Yeah, this going to be on point. Right. And when that performance center, that's big. Oh, yeah. That's big. Free parking, too. For everybody that's in the Atlanta area that's used to parking somewhere. Yeah. And free parking. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, y'all not just paying $20. Not only y'all get entertained, y'all getting some nice drinks, y'all getting some. Yeah, it's going to be, I believe, wine and cheese is what maybe, so don't quote me on that. I'll get confirmation, make sure, but y'all are going to be, it's going to be nice. So you want to make sure that you get your tickets as soon as possible because it is limited seating and this is one show only. Free parking. One show only. And again, this is a series, so this is volume 1. Free parking. And so what's wrong with you, man?
Just saying, it's big nowadays.
That really is, and that makes a big difference. I have enjoyed myself during the vacation that I took.
The workation.
Workation, yes. Because, I didn't have to come in and I could kind of focus on, and that's what I do. When I have clients and they hire you to perform a service, you have to make sure that you're giving them 100% of your time and dedication and giving them exactly what they need. Promotions and marketing is number one, and we want to make sure that we give all of our clients that. We've been putting, posters up all over the place, and we will be, Dynamic Cuts is one of our partners with putting up the posters and the flyers in their locations, so you make sure you get that over there. Also with the Web Zone, ATL in Stone Mountain. And we have a few more that will be mentioned up well later on in the broadcast. I know you don't really watch the reality shows. I'm going to hold that off into the next segment. But I do want to say this. On Saturday, I was watching Maya Angelou's funeral.
Correct.
A few parts, it was kind of touching, listening to her son and her grandson.
Is her brother still alive?
Her brother?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about her brother. She got a brother?
Yeah. He was in a biopic. That was brother Bailey. I think that's his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen the brother. I saw the son, the grandchildren. They had stand up on the sign that said all the blood families stand up. We said the blood family because if we had said her family, the whole church would have stood up. And that's true, because Maya had I don't know what you wanted, the aura that made everyone feel comfortable, made everyone feel like they were a child of hers as well. Oprah's one of them. Oprah Winfrey is one of them. She's a and they all gave such touching stories, and they gave, just so much. Cicely Tyson, Ambassador Andrew Young. Matter of fact, we're going to play that because we said that we were going to play some excerpts.
Yeah.
So let's. Is that cool? You want to?
Yeah, let's do that. I didn't get a chance to watch it, so
you didn't?
nah, I really didn't. I was kind of busy this week. I'm studying for a big test coming up tomorrow, so I was really just out, libraries, doing what I got to do.
Well, I hope we get a chance. We're going to go ahead and play this one right now.
Come on, wait.
Go to it. Come on, wait.
Not out loud, but deep in my heart there were the words of the old spirituals. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God will gather home. And we'll tell the story how we've overcome. And we'll understand it better by and by. And then all of a sudden, I started singing, I'm going to sit at the welcome table. I'm going to sit at the welcome table one of these days. I'm going to tell God how you treated me, too. But I'm going to sit at the welcome table one of these days. And I don't know why, but that was a happy morning for me. Because the next thing was, I'll fly away. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, I will cry. And I'll fly away. For our tradition, death has never been an enemy, but for the most part a friend. And it's been a friend that liberates us from the trials and tribulations that we've been promised by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that we need not fear, that we need not worry, that we need not be troubled. And so from John chapter 14, verses 1 through 6 and 27, I say, don't let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many rooms. We like to say many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. But I'm going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you with me. And that will also be where I am. You know the way to the place where I'm going. But Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going. How can we know the way? And Jesus answered, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. no one goes to the Father except by the way that I'm going, and by following me and going through me. If you really know me, you know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him, and you have seen him. Peace I leave unto you. My peace I give you. I do not give you as the world gives you peace. But do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. God has added his blessing to these words through the life of our sister. And when I go to the Y program that we named for her, and when she spoke to the women just a month or so ago, and I saw a 10-year-old girl jump up and act out, phenomenal woman, and a 5-year-old recite a poem that I did not know, but its ending was, I am Black history. I know that in our children, and our children's children, and in generations yet unborn, our sister, our mother, our friend, will always be with us. Amen.
Well, amen.
Yeah. Andrew Young.
All right.
He started it off. You know, besides her grandson got up and did a few housekeeping rules. You know, don't film, please. They request, please don't film it or take pictures. No, they were already straight. You know, but you know how some of us are.
Mm-hmm. Want to get up in the casket?
And they did not have the casket there.
Oh, man.
They did not have the casket there. They had pictures up.
But you know how crazy that would have been if they would have had the casket just viewing the body itself? Like,
I think they probably already did that probably on a personal,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like a private view and the type situation. I think they probably did that.
It was more like a memorial type of service.
Yeah, and then opened up, you know, the actual ceremony for everybody else, which is pretty cool. And we thank everybody for tuning in and watching us live right now. And if you want to comment or you have any questions about anything that we are talking about, the Q&A box is open. All you have to do is right down at the bottom it says, be a part of this conversation. Click on that. Give us about 20 seconds. We'll be able to see it real time.
All right.
So, but they have pictures up of different stages of Maya's life.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, who was there? Bill Clinton was there. The Winans, a couple of brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, the Winans. And
The Winans.
The Winans. And we have a clip of them too singing as well. And Valerie Simpson from Ashford and Simpson.
Yeah.
She was there. The First Lady, Michelle Obama. Yeah. She's keeping us together. Let's see. First Lady Michelle Obama, of course, Oprah Winfrey, Cicely Tyson. There were so many people. So many people there. It was packed. It was a packed ceremony. I did hear that previously that there were supposed to be some folks that were wanting to protest. Her funeral, yes, because they were feeling because they were saying that she advocated. I'm going to paraphrase homosexuality, but really the way Maya Angelou is or was is that she felt like this the United States is supposed to be the land of the free, home of the brave, and if you want people, you say it's the land of the free, then you're free to be who you are. Just be free. Just be you. You know, and some folks view that as, well, she's for gay rights. She was for everybody. And that's just how Maya Angelou was.
She was for gay rights. She does. She pretty much was. Right. You see her speak openly about it. It's like, look, that's what you want to do.
That's what you're going to do.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Why would I feel the same way about it?
So some folks did see that, and it was this whole big thing about them going to the funeral and protesting.
That kills me. Why? What does that do? That kind of reminds me of a soldier coming home. He's died in Iraq or something. He's died over here when he finally came home,
mm-hmm.
and they're protesting the funeral
mm-hmm.
of him dying, the soldier. You know what I mean? Just because they oppose the war. It's like it.
I feel like if you're going to protest while they are alive, speaking at engagements.
Like, don't,
because
come on.
Maya Angelou, to me, that's a coward. But she look how many places that she spoke seriously, and when they talked about her legacy and her and Cicely Tyson have been friends for 50 years. Cicely said 50 years, ain't nobody going to protest, not now. place where Maya Angelou was. I mean, I don't recall you. I don't recall any. So when she
You
passes
don't
away,
know. You don't hear nothing about that.
right?
They wait till somebody died to protest
We
what
gonna
they,
go yes.
what they think they stood for or something
Gosh
like
darn
that.
it.
Why does it matter? Death is the only freedom that you will have in your life. The only true freedom that you will have in your life. So why the hell would you try to take that away from somebody? I'm sorry, I'm getting swollen. It just it really bothers me.
Yeah, that's some craziness. I just I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, like I said, if you're gonna be opposing something, then just be open about it. I don't agree with what you're saying. Okay, fine. I've even heard Republicans get on the air and say, you know what, we may not have agreed with everything she said, but we respect that woman. I said, I respect that. Because they recognize what kind of a force that she was and that one person's life can affect a great number of people. Really can.
Yeah.
And, you know, just the type of respect, you know, and the things that she would share, you know, that's going to be with us for like ever.
Like just her appearance, she just received everybody. She never really was the type of person that just turned you away or had malice in her. No, you don't find people like that at all. So how could you
don't
not?
find very many. You don't find very many. It's some, but you don't find
And
very
some,
many.
but you may find them, they find you.
You know.
But there's some seriousness in that. But honestly, it's just with the type of person like that, how could you not love them? How could you not respect them? You know what I mean? If a person like you, especially in this country, you see so much corruption, so much degradation, so much just ill will towards people. When you find somebody that's just a true being that just shows love no matter what, how could you not? How could you not respect that and love that?
Much respect to Maya Angelou, and like I said, we're going to share people on excerpts of songs that we're recording. You know, we're gonna share that.
We're gonna hear some singing.
We're gonna hear some singing, the piano playing.
We're not gonna hear singing. We're gonna hear singing.
You know, there's people. Oh man, and again, it is available. And I put it on. I believe I put it on our Facebook fan page, the link, and it is still there. So for those of you all who didn't have an opportunity to view the funeral services or the homegoing services, you can go on that link and watch it. It's going to be up. I don't foresee them taking that down at all. I believe it's at Wake Forest Church, something like that. I'll double check that, but yeah, I don't foresee them taking that down anytime soon. You know what I mean? So that was real cool. So we'll be sharing a little bit more with that. My son is looking like, did you see that? You know, when you do something, you're like, man. Have mercy. Oh, also, I wanted to mention, you know, I don't know if you guys had heard, but Tracy Morgan was in a terrible accident the early morning of Maya Angelou's funeral, where and the most recent reports are that he suffered a broken leg, broken ribs, and a broken nose. And one of the comedians that was riding with him did pass away.
That was his rider.
Yeah, and
at the age of 63, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
At the age of 63.
Oh, okay. And apparently, what it's looking like right now is the trucker that caused the accident may have fallen asleep at the wheel. He's from Georgia.
Mm. I see. I didn't hear that part yet, but I did hear that they were bringing him up on charges about reckless endangerment.
The truck driver?
Yeah. About not reckless endangerment, reckless driving. So they were bringing him up on charges.
Well, I can see. So, I mean, they were saying, one report I heard that he had not had sleep in about 24 hours.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's crazy. But we're all praying for Tracy Morgan for speedy recovery and family.
Yeah,
that is highly unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. You know, Walmart truck driver. Matter of fact, Walmart. You know, they don't need that type of press.
And actually, Walmart actually said they're going to cover all his expenses and everything like that. And hopefully they're pretty much taking it.
Well, they should. And there's the gentleman's name is Kevin Roper. He's 35.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, Kevin Roper is 35 years old.
My apologies.
Death by auto, and 4 counts of assault by auto. So he was free on $50,000 on bail and faces a court hearing Wednesday.
Oh, that's the driver then.
The
okay,
driver.
I'm thinking about the person. I'm like, what?
No, the driver. So Wednesday he has a hearing, and he's up Jonesboro, Georgia, and failed to see a traffic slowdown at the New Jersey Turnpike near Cranberry.
Don't look at me. I'm from Chicago.
Township, and he slammed into the limousine bus.
Wow.
So James Jimmy Mac McNair.
How fast was he going? Come
well,
on.
You know what? It don't even take a lot of speed to cause a ridiculous amount of damage. And just like the fact it was a truck.
Well, think about it like this, though.
Limo bus.
He has to actually pick up speed in order to move that heavy load. So I understand that he had to be going. He had to be going pretty decent, and then of course with that heavy load, he can't really stop on a dime like that anyway. But still, he had to be going a little bit over the speed limit on that one.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, because that, of course, it's a developing story, and they're gonna be sharing a whole lot with us. So just like you were saying, his mentor, McNair, 62 or 63, was killed.
Okay.
I know that, man. That's gonna be a. Is he conscious right now? I think he's conscious right now.
Tracy Morgan.
Talking.
I haven't seen that yet. I know he was in critical condition yesterday.
Exactly.
And I'm not sure what's going on now, but I will definitely keep everybody posted on that.
Yep. So let's see. Jeffrey Malia, 36, comedian Artie Fuqua, if I'm saying that right, 43, were critically injured, and comic Harris Stanton was treated and released from the hospital. So we're going to be seeing more about this situation.
Wow.
And
yeah, he's gonna have to do something because he caused the death. So some type of.
I mean, that whole situation, because it was multiple vehicles. Did you see that picture?
No.
It was multiple vehicles that was involved in this. And
it was about a 6-car battle.
Man, and when they showed the limo bus, it looked like the back was just completely just gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how in the...
Gone or smashed in?
It was smashed in, but it looked gone. If you know what I'm saying? Like that far. I had to pull up a picture so you see it.
Wow.
Phenomenal. I was like, oh my God, look at that. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy for it to, just have to say that.
Wow.
So,
well,
it could have been worse. And we hope that all those that are injured pull through and have full 100% recovery. It's going to be a long road for Tracy. Man, leg, ribs, nose, jeez.
And arm, right?
Oh, I didn't hear about arm. I did hear his leg, ribs, and nose. You had. Bring them on. Jeez. So yeah, that's something, that's something that is developing. So we'll be back after this. Dwelle, find a way. Keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burrows Show. Have a great personality, connect well with people, and an idea that you know would make a great show? Then contact the Beat Drops Radio and email your YouTube links, website, and contact information to TheBeatDropsRadio@gmail.com to set up an appointment today. Act quickly as we are gearing up for the new year and expanding our network to include interesting, creative, fun, original, and captivating shows, and this just might be you. We are a family-friendly, top 40 pop and R&B station located in the Atlanta metro area. Now, if you don't live in the Atlanta area and have pre-recorded shows, we have time slots available for you too. Don't delay and email us today to TheBeatDropsRadio@gmail.com. You are tuned into the Bianca Bobo Show on the Beat Drops Radio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, and also 93.1 FM in Toledo, Ohio. We appreciate all you guys for tuning in and listening to us up there Monday through Saturday. The morning ride. That's what happens up there. Appreciate you, Devon Lewis, and all the support that we get all the way from Toledo, Ohio. The call-in number here is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. The call-in listen line is 401-347-0418. And you can listen to that 24/7. Doesn't matter. No codes necessary. I want to send a shout-out to Alabama. Texas. We got a couple cities in Texas that's listening to.
Tejas.
Yeah. Norcross always. Atlanta. Decatur. Appreciate you guys. New York. Thank you. California. We gotta, tell people and all those that are watching us live. If you have any questions, comments, all of that about anything that we're talking about, the Q&A box is open. So you can place your questions there. Give us about 20 seconds and we'll see it real time. Well, I can't say real time. 20 seconds. It's called
kind of like real time. That's something like a real time.
It's almost.
That's about how long people actually think sometimes. So
is that?
Yeah.
That what it is?
You go, look.
Crazy too.
That was about it. That was about 20 seconds. Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe a little less because I'm smart, but whatever.
Really?
Don't judge me.
Oh my God. I'm gonna need you to stop judging yourself.
Don't be intimidated by my intelligence.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. Well, for some of my people that have been watching reality TV, some of my people have been watching reality TV. Oh man, we got a whole bunch of other folks that's tuned in. Woodland, Georgia, and some other places in the United States. Woodland. Yeah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been in a whole bunch of places. But let me tell y'all something before we roll back to some of the excerpts from Maya Angelou's funeral, and later on, coming up in the broadcast, I'm going to be talking about ways to turn challenges into opportunities.
I can't wait.
To me, that's cool. That's so cool. I was like, people need to know that. So we'll talk about that later in the broadcast in the second hour. But some of you guys that have been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta have seen the issue that's been going on with Candy, her now husband, then fiance Todd, and Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce has been acting a complete fool.
So it's her fault.
I'm just saying that she's been acting a fool, and there may be some that have maybe dealt with mother-in-laws or mother-in-laws to be that have just been nosy, just opposing, just negative, don't like him or don't like her, and they make their feelings known. How would you deal with that? It's somebody that you care about, you want to be with, and their mother is like disrespecting you. You're trying to keep this is Todd's position. And I commend Todd on how he has behaved himself. Because it could go a whole other way. It could have. But he loves Candy, obviously, wants to be with her. And the mother is just constantly like, I don't want you with her.
I'm kind of mafioso, so the way I handle things is kind of different from what most people would handle. Me and her would have a sit down, and just like that, and she would just have a choice to make. It's really just as simple as that.
You and your wife to be, or you and the mother?
Me and the mother, because I'm only going to take so much. Now I'll be patient. Now, but if it keep escalating, oh, I have my limits. And me and her would actually just have to have a sit down, and she would really have a choice to make, because I'm not going to be taking all that. You know what I mean? Me and my wife is going to be together, whether she wants us to be or not. She don't have to be in my life. And believe it or not, she don't have to be in my wife's life. It is what it is. my wife is going to keep allowing that, then I'm going to take control.
Well, I tell you what, Todd, he did an excellent job, and he expressed like, look, I have, especially when Mama Joyce went to the point of saying, well, his dad was a pimp, and his mom was a prostitute. Like, how do you know about this man's
didn't
dad?
get choked? I'm sorry.
But she said that to Candy. But
I'm not sorry.
Todd's father passed away when he was 3. So that's kind of a low blow.
Yeah, very.
Because he don't even know anything about his dad. How can you say that? And he's like, my dad died 37 years ago. So if it was any type of game that he's passing on to me, because that's what she's saying, that he knows the game, they know the game. And her whole thing is she's thinking that she's protecting Candy from Todd and Todd's mother. Feeling like, oh, they done latched onto you, they done hit the lottery. You need to get a prenup. Well, she's saying, yeah, I got a prenup. I mean, what? And I'm going to say this, too. For the record, Todd makes money. He's a director. Matter of fact, he was one of the producers of the show Real Housewives of Atlanta. And he decided to come off the show when he and Candy started having a relationship because he knew that was a conflict of interest.
Right, of course.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's like, I really, I want to be
professional thing to do.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and he took a couple months off, had some all kinds of projects that he had going on, but he's not a slouch by any means.
It sounds like Candy's mother is the one that's looking for that money. That's
I don't know. I mean,
that hotel.
That's crazy.
What a mama do?
I don't know what her mother does. I never delved into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she does something.
Yeah, she spent Candy's money.
Lord, her mom. Now Candy does take care of her.
I know. She gets
That's her mom. And I don't know if she's fearful that might get cut off once they get married. If Todd.
I thought they already were there.
No, they're married now, but the show hasn't caught up to that yet.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're seeing everything unfold as it comes on right now.
Right.
And now my pops, he said, when he was listening to Todd saying, look, I'm telling you, and I warn you, I'm not going to keep putting up. That's how calm he was talking. I'm not going to keep putting up with your mom disrespecting me, saying all this negative stuff. I'm not going to keep doing it. That's how calm he was. That concerns me when somebody's that calm. I'm just saying, Todd probably got a side. Yeah. You feel me? Just saying. So Todd, man, I'm with you, bro.
From a person with a temper. Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yes, a Dr. Blow.
I feel like that your in-laws have a place. Either you're going to support what it is that we're doing, or you're not. But you don't have to keep voicing that.
Not at all. You don't support it. You need to keep your butt in the distance.
Now, I did see some upcoming previews of Todd, Mama, and Mama Joyce getting into it. And some words were said, and it looked like they was about to throw. Looking forward to that. Also, let me say this. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
I don't have a package. I don't have a package.
Man, you gotta find somebody that got the package.
On a cable.
Because we go, because we stream. Stream. But we go to go watch that show. That's like, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is you gonna have to what they call binge watch Game of Thrones.
Any black people in it?
No.
But it's still good, right?
But it's not all white people either.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'll watch
it. Really?
What?
It's a great storyline.
Well, support your own. What you want?
Oh, goodness. But check it out, though. Game of Thrones, I'm telling you, that is a great, if you haven't been watching that, man, but you need to binge watch. That means this is season 4. But all of it is available on demand. And just sit down, and I'm telling you, when my brother first told me, my oldest brother, Bobby, first told me about Game of Thrones, I had heard nothing about it, and the second season was about to start. So I went home. That's when we did have cable. I went home.
Dang, how long ago was that?
I went home, and I looked at the whole first season. I'm talking about me and my husband. We watched the first one, second one, third one, bathroom break, fourth one, fifth one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but because it keeps you like, oh man.
Really?
Yeah.
That good.
It is really good. And
that's how it was with Spartacus.
You as a director and producer or whatever, I'm trying to tell you to watch that.
Yo, that's how it was with Spartacus. When Spartacus first came out, yeah. I think I caught it late. I think I caught it in like the second season that they did it.
Second season?
Yeah. Yeah. And man, I had to go back to that one. I was like, oh my god, blood, yes. Oh my god,
really?
Is that? See, oh my god,
blood.
Yeah, I love action. I'm huge action. Like all all my whole directing eye, production eye goes out the door when I get a real good action movie.
Oh,
it's
man.
like, you know what? I'm not even professional now. I just want to be entertained.
Man, I'm telling you, it's like chess. And some people have said that they see a lot of the politics and how things that are done in the world that's represented in that film. Well, I can't say film, but in that series. I'm telling you, it's good. It's really, really good.
I'm gonna check that out.
And some people have said that, there's a character named Tyrion Lannister. He's like the imp, if you will. And that dude is very intelligent, and he can play those mind games. And that's what killed him, that dude is so smart in the things that he does. And they all want him dead. His own family, his father, his sister want him dead.
That's interesting, because people like that in movies usually end up killing themselves.
In movies?
Yeah, I mean, just period. They so smart, they usually outthink themselves and end up making that one fatal mistake.
Man, well, I'll tell you, right now we're all waiting because yesterday they prolonged it. This was a trial by combat that took place to determine whether he was going to live or die, right? And so everybody was like, oh, we're going to find out this week because it comes on Sundays. And they focused on another Castle Black, and the whole
That's what
fight
I'm
there.
talking about.
And I was like, don't nobody want to see Castle Black?
I want to see Castle Black.
We all want to see what's going to happen with Tyrion. What's going on with that?
Is he part of Castle White?
Really, dude?
My bad.
Really?
I can't help it. It slips.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm militant.
Yes, I do. Swollen in that. But yeah, I'm telling you, and I know all you guys that are listening, y'all probably, if y'all watch Game of Thrones, you're like, yo, I'm telling you. Wow. People are like it. Some folks said if Tyrion Lannister dies, they are rioting.
Okay.
Is that serious?
So tell me this.
What?
Is Tyrion part of Castle White?
There is no Castle White, dude.
All right, I'm just making sure. Continue.
Really?
What? Don't judge me.
You need to stop judging yourself.
I ain't judging myself much.
That's where it come from. So yeah, I got those shows right there. Man, Game of Thrones, I love. Scandal, I love. And I see 24 has come back on. Have you been watching that?
No, actually, I've been reading a lot. I picked up I love Mario Puzo. So I picked up a book that I probably read maybe 3 or 4 times, and I picked it up again. It's called Worth That. And I've been into that here lately. And what else have I been watching? A bunch of World War II films.
Really?
Yeah, I love World War II. Some odd reason.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know anything about that book you just said.
Oh, you can check that out.
But I am saying
it's my favorite book.
That's your favorite book. That's cool. What about I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings? My answer.
I saw.
Have you read that? I have. I'm not ashamed to say I have not read that at all. But like we've told people that we will play excerpts from the funeral. And here's another one, Rainbow in the Cloud. I just thought it was very touching. And I'm just letting you know right now, it is 8 minutes long. So don't be acting like, if you did not see the funeral, I'm telling you, it is available right now. I put the link on Facebook, on our Facebook fan page. So if you haven't liked our fan page, make sure you do that. Go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com and click on the F.
We ain't talking about the finger.
And that'll take you straight to our page. So we got a whole bunch more coming up, especially ways to turn challenges into opportunities, and talk to some of our partners. So people like right here, Maya Angelou's service, Rainbow in the Cloud. No, we're going to keep the sound up. We'll keep the sound up.
Check it out. I don't think I understand what you said.
I feel that it's all about sin. And this we describe as a kind of call. It makes me feel as if I am called to action, to take all the lessons, the words, the wisdom, the love the doctor gave to me, that she gave to all of us, and use them in my life. An obligation to step up my game as a human being, and to try to find at all times a way, whether great or small, to be the rainbow in someone's cloud. The doctor and I used to have our playdates. They were always full of music, and movies, and pictures, memorabilia, and stories. And the singer, dancer, actress in her would speak to the singer, dancer, actress in me, and we'd speak of music, whether it was the Great American Songbook, jazz standards, or traditional blues music. She was always teaching me lyrics to some traditional blues music, various stylings, and turning me on to her favorite country and western artists and music. We'd speak of old school R&B and soul music with lyrics that had a purpose and a message and a directive. We spoke of new school music, rap, hip-hop, neo-soul, and the artists that make it. She would go into storytelling, teaching mode, and I would go into awestruck grazing mode. And she could always tell me the origins and the history behind the music. Whether it was a musical spiritual, gospel hymn. When she really wanted to let you have it, she just did that. When it looked like the sun wasn't going to shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the sky. Then she told her about the remix. Say, when it looked like the sun wasn't going to shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the sky. God shut the door in the grand old ark. God put a rainbow. When the thunder rolled and the sky was dark, God put a rainbow in the clouds. Way down yonder, in Egypt, God put a rainbow just to lead his children to the promised land. Oh, one don't shine, God put a rainbow. In the light of the rainbow, oh, yeah. Just to prove his promise to the sons of men. The rainbow in the rainbow in the clouds. Oh, you see, God, He put a rainbow in the clouds. Oh, God, He put a rainbow. Would it shine? He put a rainbow. You will always be. Always.
It's my jam.
I'm glad. Styles of Essence Salon, located at 4454 Rockbridge Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia, open Tuesday through Saturday. They offer sew-in, custom wigs, cuts, colors, and more. Attention licensed and professional stylists and barbers only. Styles of Essence has booths for rent. Contact Miss Tamika at 678-656-4770.
I always like that name, Tamika. And on that note, Dynamic Cuts, located at 4112 Redan Road in Stone Mountain, Georgia, open Mondays through Saturdays, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. They specialize in men and women haircuts, facials, colors, razors, and eyebrows. They're right across the street from CVS and on the crossroads of South Indian Creek and Redan Road. So come check them out.
Indeed. That's a nice little groove right there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, messed you all up, too. That
Yeah,
opening.
it really
You was
did.
like, yeah, I'm supposed to be reading. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. The call-in number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223 is the call-in number.
And the listening line is 401-347-0418, just in case you can't get into that TuneIn app or even by a computer or your smartphone. Check us out.
You know, online radio has broken down so many barriers.
Indeed.
It
Elaborate,
has.
please.
It has. It's broken down so many barriers, and the fact that you aren't relegated to having to go to mainstream radio like before.
Turn the dial.
And it's hard for smaller businesses and entrepreneurs to advertise themselves when there are some companies that charge a minimum of $1,000 just to start a small campaign. Did you know that?
If it's just a campaign at all, you might just be paying that for a time slot.
I mean, yeah, because some of them, no, it's not, no, it's 30 seconds. It's like $350 for one time.
There you go.
Once. So social media as a whole and online radio has given smaller businesses and entrepreneurs, and even though those larger businesses have realized that you have to have a social media presence. And with online radio doing what it is that we do, being able to put things online, like searchable. If you put TheBeatDropsRadio into Google, pages will come up. I'm just saying because I check all the time.
Of course,
pages will come up. Yeah, of course. You know, and then all of us, you don't have to worry about just a certain location because we are global.
Mm-hmm.
We're in 80 countries. So especially those businesses that have an online presence, and you have products or services that can be bought and sold no matter where you are.
Yep, globally.
Oh my goodness, they kill it. They absolutely kill it. So I would encourage everyone, consider marketing, promotions, advertising campaigns, include online radio because we have a serious following. 72,000 listeners monthly. Actually, it's a little more than that now. I just haven't pulled my numbers lately. I mean, put them all, collaborated them all together. But yeah, just saying. So,
I feel like people really need to do it. People really do need to take advantage of it. Really take advantage of it because they really don't know what type of tool that they have at their disposal right now.
You know what kills me is that people say, "Oh, you only online? What do you mean only? Take out all of your internet access." Like, think about that. If you were to unplug and not use the internet for anything, where would you be? And not too many people.
In the dark ages, maybe?
Yeah, and not too many people. I don't know. Do you have a radio in your house?
No.
I mean, seriously, it's not too many people that have a radio in their homes
anymore. I mean, I have a radio, but I don't listen to FM, AM. I just use it to...
Now, I'm not knocking those that listen to FM because we are on 93.1 FM in Toledo, Ohio, and I appreciate that. And we're also online. But it's just using both mediums and finding that area where they meet is the best thing possible. You know, because no longer is it ruled by the big three, meaning radio, TV, and newspaper. And that's why a lot of newspapers are hurting right now is because social media is kicking their behinds.
Oh, yeah, big time.
They haven't realized that they have to conform in some form or fashion, just like the AJC here. It's just suffering.
A lot of magazines is conforming to
digital.
Right, exactly.
The digital magazines now, because it's easier to find it online. You can search it, You know, we have 7 Magazine, which is a partner of the Beat Drops Radio. That if you on a website, you click on that. And of course, they did this story on yours, Julie. But 7 Magazine.
Who? Story on what?
Really, dude?
What?
So at any rate, you know, you can reach a much broader audience and streamline and find those that your target market or audience a heck of a lot better.
Not only that, as a business, it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's definitely cost effective.
Very.
Cost effective. So, I don't know. Should I talk about ways to turn challenges and opportunities now?
I don't see why not.
Ways to turn challenges and opportunities. I've got notes here, and then I'm going to talk about some of my experiences. Is that cool?
Can I talk about some of my experiences?
I'm afraid no.
Oh.
So, some of the things that I read online, I agree with, some I didn't.
Okay.
You know, so
Come on with it.
ways to turn your challenges and opportunities. And the first thing you have to do is liberate yourself.
Liberate.
Liberate yourself. Not be swollen in the neck, but liberate yourself.
But
Yeah, you got to do that. You know, you have to recognize, number one, some people will say that you need to recognize that you are in control, but I beg to differ on that. You're not in control of everything. Accepting that you're not in control of everything, because when we say we're in control, that is dependent upon other people doing things that they're supposed to do in order for us to feel like we are able to accomplish something. Think about that.
I could beg to differ, but I'm going to let you continue.
You can beg to differ. You can.
I ain't begging. I'm just saying.
Well, you say.
Whatever.
You can. I want everybody to think about that. You say, I'm in control. You're in control of what?
You.
No. You're not.
No, you are in control of your...
You don't make your heartbeat.
You're not in control of... You're not in control.
Those two things,
No,
you don't. Those two things, how in the world can you dictate?
maybe
Your
not
heart
consciously,
beating, no.
but
That's
subconsciously, yeah.
involuntary. Breathing, because those that are on their deathbed wish they had that control of being able to breathe and their heart beating. I'm sorry.
But you said it, wish they had it.
They
But
wish,
until they
don't.
lose that control,
Again, you don't have
they're just weak.
because you don't think about it. If you had to think about breathe, heartbeat, breathe, heartbeat, you'd be dead.
I think about it all the time.
No, you don't.
I do.
You just
I'm
want to
thinking
argue.
about it now.
You just want to
I'm
argue.
thinking about it now.
You don't.
See,
Anyway.
look. See,
So what happens when you sleep?
What happens when I sleep? I'm thinking about it while I'm asleep.
No, you're not.
Subconsciously.
Now you're
Just not consciously.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
So at any rate, the average normal operating person, aside from the individual that's sitting here with me, understands
I'm an alien.
that you do not have control of your very breath, nor do you have control of your heartbeat, your brain functioning, and just for the cells to go through single file in your veins and arteries because they clog sometimes.
Wait. You say we don't control our breath, so halitosis is involuntary?
Dude, we ain't talking about brushing teeth.
Same.
You do not control the inhale and exhale. You don't. You don't have that control. Anyway, so
Half breath.
you have to accept that. Once you're able to accept that, you can let go of a lot and put yourself in the best possible positions that you possibly can. That's the only thing that you can do. Now, don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, people say, you know, that's just how I am. I can't help it. Accept the responsibility. That's how I am.
But you can help it.
You can help how you react to people.
That's what I'm talking about. You are in control.
No, you're not in control.
Of how you react to people?
Of
Yes,
how you
are.
react to people.
Yes, you are. That's what I'm talking about.
Take responsibility.
You can't control everybody's actions, but
think-
you can always control your reaction.
Again, so that's what I'm saying. Depends on other people, other variables. It does.
No, but I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm saying you can't control other people's actions.
No, you
you
cannot.
can't. But you can always control your reaction.
You can think first, because there are those that say, man, why don't I think before I say stuff? You know that.
Yeah.
Some people say that, like, why don't I? They just start talking at the mouth, just talking.
They don't want to.
There's no filter.
Don't stare at me like that, yo. I have filter. I just don't care about their
Oh my
their
God,
opinions
really?
on my filter.
I'm just saying.
I'm getting paid, best believe. There's a filter on that piece.
Indeed. So think about things from all perspectives before making a decision one way or the other. And that there will be a world of difference that takes place within yourself, within your being. If you just think about things first. There are a lot of people that don't think about things first. They just react and they do, and they're like,
And
I should have thought about that.
they regret they
Just saying.
suffer the consequences.
You know.
Regret the outcome.
Now, some people, they shy away from responsibilities because they know what comes with that is accountability. You're accountable then. So they just rather act a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So it's an empowering thing to accept the responsibility and understand that it comes with accountability, and then you can operate a heck of a lot better. So when those challenges come, you can turn it into an awesome. You are really looking at me like really big.
I'm thinking like that's a lot of abilities.
No, I'm just saying. It is.
What's number 2?
Leverage.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Leverage means that you are an expert and you exercise the greatest amount of controlling how you react to other people.
So y'all need to get back exercise.
So I'm gonna express something real time.
Okay.
Something real life.
Real life.
There was a promotion that happened that my company was asked to be a part of,
Mm-hmm.
and also they were like, this is the percentage of what you will make.
Mm.
Okay? Now, what we didn't have control of was a greedy promoter, a greedy owner who played with numbers. Now, we trusted the people that brought us in,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't know them.
Right.
So therefore, our money was drastically shorted. Now, we could have A, went off, knocked somebody out.
Or B, call me.
We said, never again will you have this opportunity. But we smiled. We talked to the person that we was with. But now you owe me one. So the opportunity that comes out of that challenge is, and there's a lesson learned, but the opportunity comes out of that is, now you owe me for X amount of promotions for things coming up later that I need promotions for that you're going to help me with. And it was agreed.
Indeed.
Challenge? Yes.
Sounds very mafioso.
But it's an opportunity. I'm just saying it is. Sometimes you have to look at things that may befall you don't always have to have a negative effect on you.
Absolutely.
But just look at it to turn it into a win-win situation. And that can happen. You can't let it defeat you. That's how I feel about it. And that's how I've always carried my life. Once it was made clear to me that, Bianca, you do not have any control over other people, how they act. You don't even decide if you're going to take the next breath or not. So worry is the most ridiculous amount of wasted time, really, dude.
Yeah.
Worrying about something that's a waste of time.
Of course.
Because you can't change it anyway.
I feel the same thing. I feel the same way.
You
I'm
can't,
not
you can't.
really.
No sense of worrying.
I've never been really the type of person to actually worry or focus on problems. I'm the type of person that always kind of blame myself in a sense. So in a sense, I never really depend on anybody to get myself out of certain situations. So how I had to learn is basically, instead of focusing on the problem, focus on the solution of that problem.
Mm.
That actually relieves your worry, your stress, and you're actually focusing on a positive solution. Because once you move towards that solution, the problem really becomes so much, that stress from that problem really kind of gets relieved so much little by little.
Some stuff really ain't even a problem.
It's not, but we take it as that.
Sometimes we make a mountain out of a freaking molehill. We do it.
What's a molehill?
Something really, really small.
Okay.
Really, really small.
I'm from up there.
Really, dude? So am I.
Yeah, but you've been here for me.
And that means what? I heard that when I was younger growing up.
Oh, well, I ain't that old.
Yeah, because you young. Yeah.
Still love you, but I ain't.
Oh, my goodness. Some people say that turning things into a game is another way to take challenges and turn into opportunities, meaning instead of reacting crazy or taking life too seriously, to kind of think of what somebody may do. For instance, if it's somebody that just, they can make light of a situation, like, how would this person react to something like that? And kind of, imitate them to get through it.
What would Eddie Murphy say about something
What
like
would
this?
Eddie Murphy do on this here? And that may help. Because what another thing that we're talking about too is when you're changing or turning challenges into opportunities, That's on a professional level as well as a personal level.
Absolutely.
It is. So it works on both.
They both affect each other, though.
Yeah.
And people really fail to realize that.
When you build relationships with people, and let me say this too, you never know who you're going to need, ever. You never know who you will need later on in life. Situations and things come up. And you might, that joker that you just cussed out, later on, that might be the joker who has the key to where it is that you're trying to go, dang, why did I cuss him out? Now you got to smooth all that over because the reputation that you, I'm just saying. So you just always want to think about things. How do I want to leave this with somebody? Now, if it's a road that you want to cut off, somebody that you don't ever want to deal with again, you can care less, then, so be it. Que sera, sera. However, if this is someone, and people know it, people run in all kinds of different circles. If that's somebody that may be the gatekeeper on something, or they could lead you to other people, you want to look at it from the standpoint of this situation may not have worked, but there may be others down the line that can help. Or they can help connect you to somebody. And that's the way that I do it. There have been situations that can sour you, aggravate you to death. But taking that situation, smiling, or whatever, say, you know what, it didn't work out. That's cool. Maybe it's something else. So now I approach opportunities or situations that come up and say, you know what, if this can work, wonderful. If it doesn't, we'll find something else later on down the road that may fit what it is that we're trying to do. So there we have an open, like, it didn't work. That's all right. It might be something else that comes down the line. You keep me posted, I'll keep you posted. We'll stay in the loop. So from that point, win-wins have been created all over the place, and I don't mind sharing it, so that's why I'm writing the book. How to create a win-win. Available soon.
Can I write a paragraph in there?
No, dude. No, man. No swollen the neckness.
Yes. Nice. Nice. All right.
I'm just saying. You can't have it.
I ain't swollen the neck. I just got a big neck.
Oh, my goodness. I want to give a special shout out to also Master Cosmetologist Deborah Valor, who is located at 4405 Rockbridge Road in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Relaxers, cuts, weaves, updos, and more. I do have to say that she does an excellent job over there where she is located. You won't be able to miss it. Deborah Valor. We appreciate you.
Free parking.
If you haven't gotten your ticket already, make sure you do for the Big Laughs comedy series that is coming up Saturday, June the 21st, featuring the MC Lightfoot, Keanu Dancy, Rod Minger, and also special musical performances by Kenny Miles of the Rude Boys and the Point Blank Band. They are going to be killing it. The tickets are $20, so make sure you go to GwinnettCenter.com, GwinnettCenter.com to get your tickets today.
Free parking.
Yeah, it is free parking. And I'm just letting you guys know that it is selling quite quickly. Gwinnett Performing Arts Center, if you haven't been out there, I'm telling you, it's going to be an experience, and y'all are going to be treated like royalty.
Free parking.
He's funny. Keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Calvin Richardson, you got me high.
Free parking.
Make sure you tune in every Sunday morning for Sunday morning inspiration right here on TheBeatDropsRadio.com starting at 9 a.m. Again, every Sunday morning inspiration right here on The Beat Drops Radio, 9 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Download the TuneIn app so you can take it wherever you go. Win the app right here on the station. Streamer radio, we are available. Make sure you get that inspiration that you need.
What's up, people? It's your boy, This will tell you we're on the Jam Pack Maxine Radio Show, Big Baby, a brand new show for the community, Big Baby. And it's live right here on the Drops Radio. That's right. On Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays, noon to 1 p.m. You want to keep it locked right here on WBEE with your boy, This will tell you there. Drops.
My mother shaped me as an actor, as a musician, as a human being. So when she was diagnosed with colon cancer, it was like our entire family got cancer. And she died when she was only 56. So this is personal. And hopefully my heartbreak is your wake-up call. You can prevent colorectal cancer if you're 50 or older. Get screened.
Have a great personality, connect well with people, and ideas that you know would make a great show. Then contact the Beat Drops Radio and email your YouTube links, website, and contact information to TheBeatDropsRadio@gmail.com to set up an appointment. .1 FM in Toledo, Ohio, and Toledo.
Yeah.
The call-in number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223 is the call-in number. We've been talking about all manner of things. Maya Angelou excerpts of her funeral from Saturday. Very touching, very moving. Candy's Mama Joyce acting a fool over there with Todd.
She made too much money to be acting like that. I'm just saying.
Who would act to?
She got too much money to be acting like that. I'm just saying.
Candy is cool. Candy cries a lot. Every time I turn around, that joke cry.
Let her cry. I'm talking about her mama makes too much. Her mama got too much money to be acting like that.
I guess maybe she wants to protect. I mean, she's in protection mode. She wants to protect her daughter.
She protects her investment.
No, I don't. And also, we gave ways to turn challenges into opportunities. Right?
Yeah. So just in case you got an issue, you got a problem, always find the lighter side of it and persevere through it. And then you just don't. I noticed a lot of people that I've met here recently, a lot of them give up so much. You know what I mean? I guess
they give up.
They just give up. They'll have a problem, and in different situations, they'll just really just give up. And that problem will still exist, but they'll be trying to move on to another one, and another problem, and another problem. They just give up and relinquish any type of positive outlook that they could possibly have. It's crazy. I've noticed that a lot lately. Just lately. Okay. Maybe because I've been paying attention since, I'm doing my thing, but still, it's crazy.
That's a possibility.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time. So yeah.
Speaking of taking the lighter side of things, Florida never lets me down. Those who listen to me know that I always find something on weird news. Weird news.
Another toe sucker?
Always, no. Oh, Florida man. Florida never lets me down. I don't know. Is it too hot? Is it too much? Like sereneness that's that's all around them with the clear blue water and all that they just don't have nothing to do.
I don't see Florida is very serene, but go ahead.
I mean, some the Keys. Have you been to the Keys?
Nah.
Oh man, Key West is beautiful. Beautiful. In fact, I would like to go back, but I'm afraid.
Isn't it?
Stand your ground stuff.
Yeah.
Stand your
ground. I was about to say, didn't they killing people with hoodies somewhere close around
Man, it don't matter what it is. It's ridiculous. So A Florida man attacked his brother with marijuana plants. Dude, for real. That happened.
He must have been high.
Well, what they say was, and this was in Polk County.
Polk.
Polk.
Okay.
Polk, really?
What?
That's what they say, Polk County.
I thought you said Polk County.
I don't know who may be familiar with it. You might not be, but they were called to the home of Rodney and Jackie Brown on Saturday after getting reports of a domestic disturbance, right?
They black.
Really? Does that matter?
Rodney Brown? Come on, really?
Rodney and Jackie Brown. That's what they say.
They don't sound like Caucasians.
They are.
They are?
Yes.
Yeah,
so Jackie Brown, 33. He's 33 years old. He told the police, I was arguing with Rodney. In the course of the fight, Rodney allegedly uprooted several cannabis plants and hit Jackie in the face. Some of the plants were up to 3 feet high.
Black folks ain't gonna do that.
Really, dude? So deputies searched the home and they found several marijuana plants as well as drug paraphernalia, according to the Orlando Sentinel. That's where it comes from. So Rodney Brown was taken into custody and charged with domestic battery, cultivation of marijuana, and possession of marijuana over 20 grams.
I was about to say, isn't that illegal down there?
No, that's not one of the states that even if it was like one of the states is legal, you know, they're so not growers, obviously. Not of the legal nature.
Oh wow. So the lady didn't get, isn't she living there too?
I don't know what happened with her. Let me see. Well, Rodney was taken into custody and he was released. He was later released. Now I don't know. See, this got to be for because any story that I've heard of and seen, right, where the police come in and they find a whole lot of marijuana, everybody in there is going to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised one of the charges.
And the marijuana going to come up missing.
I'm surprised one of the charges isn't intent to distribute.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard?
Yeah.
Usually we they're like intent to distribute.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Because he only got over what did he say? What they said they had over 20
it's
grams.
Over 20 grams.
And they had what, 7 plants?
This is several.
Oh, several.
They didn't put a number on it. It was like quite a few.
So if that's the case, then you're growing it in intent to distribute. That ain't for personal use.
Not to be confused with, and I want to say this: I'm an advocate of cannabis oil. I am.
So you get high from rubbing it on you?
No. You take it. You ingest it. Well, not just when you take it.
Oh.
By mouth, cannabis oil.
See.
Have you ever?
So like brownie.
No, dude. Cannabis oil. The oil.
I know, but I'm saying
you put in no brownies.
Really? Brownie with that,
dude.
What?
We're not cooking brownies
Dude,
with freaking cannabis.
cook the pan with
it. Okay. Obviously, this is lesson for. Don't stop laughing over there. This is a lesson for. Actually, this is a learning moment. Matter of fact, let me.
Thinking about brownies.
No, man, you're not thinking about brownies.
I am thinking about brownies.
You're not.
I like brownies. Tell me I ain't thinking about brownies. I like brownies.
Okay, just for that, you are in the truth zone.
Really? Oh, okay.
You are talking about cooking brownies with cannabis oil.
You coat the pan with it so it don't stick.
What exactly are you using the cannabis oil for?
Well, you actually, see,
hold on. That ain't it.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is it for intent to distribute? Is it for intent to smoke at a later time? Are you putting it in a pipe? What are you doing with the cannabis oil, Antonio?
Put it in my brownies so when I eat them, I can get higher. I don't like smoke, but I love to eat. If I get high and eat, oh yeah.
Dude, that's all suspect. I'm gonna give you a A for effort, man. I'm gonna give you an A for effort, dude. That's crazy, man.
Don't judge the husky brother.
Well, I'm tripping. I'm gonna let you slide on that. We're gonna go into the truth zone for a minute, y'all. Excuse me, truth zone.
Anybody got any cannabis oil? I'll let you boy.
But cannabis oil is something that, like the government, They know that cannabis oil has great healing properties
It's
within it.
delicious.
Dude,
Sorry.
great healing properties within it. And they wanted to put a ban on it just like smoking. They wanted to say that it causes cancer, all kinds of stuff. But come to find out, it does not. Matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. And what they found was people who were suffering from cancer, seizures, diabetics, lupus, chronic pain, that it cures that without all of the ailments and all of the reactions that you get from like chemotherapy. Chemotherapy kills a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
But there are no side effects when it's something that's natural. And like most things, we pervert stuff. Like a butter knife is not used. It's not supposed to be used up to unscrew things, but we do that.
Okay.
Get the butter knife. The butter knife is for butter.
I like the bathroom though. Go get the butter knife.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy and stuff open, that kind of stuff. It's used for that. So we have, what we've done is with cannabis, is people have rolled it up, put it inside of Philly blunts, and smoked it. And therefore they're not getting what it's for. It's a healing plant. It is. And with those things that I've named, and there's many more. Matter of fact, Sanjay Gupta did a whole 2-part series on cannabis. Gupta. Yeah, Sanjay Gupta comes on CNN for those of you all that have seen it. And if you haven't seen it, they have the full show, both parts on YouTube. So look it up, and you'll be able to see it. It's just, and there are only, like Colorado, I think, was the leading state to legalize it, medicinal marijuana. And you know, it just helps to solve a lot of issues that us as people that we've been dealing with. And some may ask, why, if the government knows that cannabis oil, when they cook it down and extract the oil, and there are like 20 different types of marijuana plants that speak to different ailments. Why, if they know that, haven't they made it legal? And it's very simple.
Because it's money in sickness and death.
It's money, and you are absolutely correct. And the pharmaceutical companies, they run it.
Man, make it bank.
So, you know, and it's the same thing with, I can't remember the name of the movie right now, with McConaughey. What is his first name? Matthew McConaughey played in, he won I want to say it was an Academy Award or was it an Oscar? It was an Oscar where he played this sick gentleman that had HIV. I can't remember the name of this.
You sure it was Matthew McConaughey?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Okay.
It's Matthew McConaughey because he lost a great bit of weight. I watched the movie. It'll come to me probably after the show is over.
Does that sound like Philadelphia?
But no, this is new. This is not an old movie. This is new.
Okay.
And it just received an award along with 12 Years a Slave. Because that they both this recent award.
Okay.
So yeah. And what he found out is that, you know, he was battling the big companies because he found out when he went down to Mexico that there was a series of vitamins and natural types and herbs that prolonged the life, and that chemo, because the big businesses or whatever did not want him to succeed because that took money out of their pockets.
Of course.
So the Buyers Club.
I never heard of that.
The Buyers Club. And what they did was, and it was several of them, and this is a true story, they were saying that he had to go over to Asia, he had to go to different countries because he couldn't live what he needed right here in the United States because he was battling the pharmaceutical companies.
That's what
they even took him exactly. They took him to court, all of that, and there was nothing within what he was selling that was illegal. But they took him to court. It was ridiculous.
And you know what? A lot of people don't realize that when they actually are sick and they take these prescribed medicines, things like that, they have different side effects. So they prescribe you other different medicines.
Yeah, everything is supposed to cure this one and this and that. But there was no
another ailment that those same medicines that was supposed to cure the previous ailment, then you have to get another medicine to cure that ailment, and it's an ongoing process.
Here's what he got around this, Antonio. He was like, okay, so he couldn't sell the vitamins and all that directly. So he came up with the Buyers Club, where they all paid a membership of $400 a month, and they can have as many of the vitamins that they need. And they couldn't do anything to it. But he kept an attorney on retainer. Yeah.
Yeah, $400 a month from everybody.
From everybody, because and that's battling HIV. Now, here's the thing with cannabis oil, marijuana, and people are so, the initial thought, it was a movie that was put out in the early 1930s called Reefer Madness. And in that movie, they tried to say that marijuana caused you to go crazy. When have you ever seen anybody die from an overdose of marijuana?
They look like they did, but they're not dead.
Nobody looks like they did.
Shoot, please.
You don't look like you did.
Man, my cousin Ricky, I'm telling you now.
Okay, he needs to stop smoking 3 pounds a day.
He really does.
But my point is, have you ever heard of anybody overdosing on marijuana?
No.
Have you ever heard of anybody developing lung cancer, throat cancer from marijuana?
No.
Not never, ever. Can you say the same thing about cigarettes?
No.
But they're legal everywhere.
Yeah, you can get cancer from secondhand smoke. You don't even gotta smoke cigarettes.
No.
Just be around somebody that's smoking and you.
So that is the reason, and I'm saying, and especially like those that are suffering from lupus, there hasn't been a new medication. I think there's supposed to be one coming out now. A new medication in 50 years.
Oh, wow! In 50 years.
50 years. But cannabis oil helps to treat lupus.
Isn't the 50 years?
And lupus, for those of you that don't know, is an autoimmune disease that causes inflammation in any part of your body at any time and can kill you.
Who's going to be around in 50 years that got lupus to take that medication?
No, I'm just saying from 50 years to now, there's been no new medication.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's been no new medication. So what they were using to treat lupus 50 years ago is the same thing that they're using right now in 24-chain.
Which is nothing.
Not effective.
Basically nothing.
It has, cannabis oil has stopped seizures. I mean, it's just, I recommend all you guys that are listening right now, seriously, to go to YouTube and look up Sanjay Gupta weed. And you would just be like, really? And that is one of the main reasons why the government does not want it to be legal, is because they make so much more money by you being sick. That is it. They want you to stay sick. I'm saying it because I own the station and can't nobody turn it off. But I'm just saying that. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. My father, he's from Belize, and I've actually been outside the U.S. and you don't never see people that's obese, that's sick, that has a small illness. In my whole life, my father probably had maybe 2 colds in my whole life that I can remember.
It's a lot to say.
I guess
for natural type stuff, I'd rather do that. And they know it cures cancer, all of that stuff. But they'd rather you go through the most costly, expensive stuff, keep you sick, because therefore the money keeps coming. Just saying. So, all right.
All right.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Bianca Burwell Show. I've had fun today, Antonio, man.
Me too.
Monday. We got some guests that's going to be coming in later on this week. Terry Moore, that's my dude, that's my friend right there. Yeah, he's going to be coming in and talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And if you want to be interviewed, if you want to be on the show, the Bianca Burwell Show, all you have to do is go to the website under contact and just send us your bio, links, and pics, and we'll go from there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we love talking to authors, entrepreneurs, startup businesses, people that have gone through trials and tribulations and come through on the other side with a lesson and the message to give. We love talking to you guys. So, you know, turning our attention towards stuff. Matter of fact, is that this Wednesday that Gerald Rose of New Order comes in?
Is it this Wednesday?
Yeah,
on
Wednesday. So Gerald Rose of New Order, National Human Rights Organization, keeps us plugged in all the time with things that are happening in the community, things that you will not ever hear on mainstream media. We talk about it right here.
Stuff they try to hide from you.
Yeah, we love doing that. So just want to put that out there. If you haven't done it already, make sure you follow us on Twitter at TheBeatDropsRadio. My Instagram handle is Bianca_Burwell.
Also, as well, you can actually catch me on IG and Facebook. You catch me on Facebook at Antonio Wolf, and catch me on IG. I love True Production.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and let me say this too.
Oh.
There's some people that have sent me a lot of messages, so let me address this right now. If you want your own show, I'm talking about you've got something like you're an insurance agent, whatever it is, real estate, you want your own show, just contact me. We are always accepting pitches. Matter of fact, we have a couple more shows that's going to be starting. I'm loving it. I love giving people a platform to be able to grow and blossom. So just contact us here at the TheBeatDropsRadio. You can drop us an email or you can call. I don't ever do this, but I'm going to do this right now, 404-890-0650. Leave a message if you don't get me, but I will respond back. Or you can just use that contact and send it to us, and I'll check it out and see what's going on. All right?
Or just to relieve the little pressure on her shoulders, you can always, just in case you can't get in touch with her, you can always either email me or call me. My number is 404-919-9703. And also my email address is mr.antonio.wolf@gmail.com.
All right, dude. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.